Good morning. I came across this pad unopened, and I'm trying to use up all my material I have at home since I'm not going into the studio. So I think I'm going to be starting a series of little paintings. In this pad, it's Toscana watercolor, and I'll be posting them. You'll see the production of it soon, of my little paintings. I'm going to start with A as for apple. I'm going to do a little sketch here and quick painting for this morning. I have my coffee, so I hope it's not blocking us, but I'll put it to the side. Just going to do a quick sketch of this. See how we go here. Put some water in here. Wet this down a little. There's this little sloppiness here. Have a lot of green going on. I think I have to switch this up. This over here. Have my sketch. Have my paint brushes over to the side. I love this holder. Makes it so easy. It's really a cool holder. I bring it out with me. I'll show you quickly. This goes over. Let's go in here. And I have my watercolor brushes, but what you'll see is when you're working with a nice watercolor brush. This is a Kandinsky that I bought in Italy. You can buy them here. There are a lot of nice brushes, but this is my favorite brand. And get a nice point so you can get a thick line or just use the tip. So if you just have one brush to go with, it'll do the job. And I need my handy paper towels around. I have a little tiny piece here. It's the tissue, but I like it thicker. I keep these here. They're clean. I'll use the tissue, but I like to use my Bounty paper towels, but I'm using tissue. I'll just put down, start with a very thin layer. I personally like red apples. My husband eats these green apples. I like red apples to paint too. I like that a little more because it gives you a little more variety in color. I once did a series of paintings using green, mostly green, some yellows, some browns, just to challenge myself because green is so beautiful, but also difficult when you need to get contrast. That's why I like flowers. Add that little bit of color to green, but I'm rambling. Blotting up some of the color, and what I suggest is you always add a little bit of the complementary color, which I haven't done yet, but you want to get a little bit of red in there, even though this is all green, or even just in the painting, so you can mix it to kind of calm down the green and give it a little. So there's a little bit of brown, there is a little bit of yellow up here, just to give it some kind of contrast, and it makes it a little bit more interesting. I'm going to put a little bit of blue in the stem. It's a 140-pound paper, and it's got a rough texture to it. Some brown and yellow. A little ochre. You can notice all the greens here. My friend's card, Renee. I have all my friends here with me, even though we're not painting together. I have little remnants of them. My friend Frida gave me the holder. I have a lot of greens on my palette because I do a lot of outdoor painting, and I paint a lot in Italy, and there's so many greens. So I have them all there. Sometimes I'll just like take a little bit of that extra water off my brush. You could either use the side of your my little yogurt cup here. I like just the plain Greek yogurt, and it makes a great water holder and lightweight when you're traveling. I like to take a little bit of that excess water off either at the side of my paint container or just a dab of my tissue or paper towel. And what you can also do is let it dry and do glazes. So just light color. I don't always work that way, but just build your color. And it bleeds a little bit, but I'll work that into my my painting. No worry. I have a film on my YouTube called The Package, and it includes me painting some of the foods I ate and going to the garden, and you know, the whole idea of recycling in the earth. It's kind of nice. I did it when I was at Berkeley at an art residency. A little bit of blue in there. Oops. Hey there. I need a little sip of the coffee, sorry. Okay. Very quiet, but that's the peace and the beauty. Even if there's noise around you, that quietness is what I hear from outside. Quiet of my studio, but then I like to listen to my little podcasts and other little YouTubers that are not little, but interesting YouTubers I love to listen to, either about art or listening to my Italian, because I'm always practicing. Yes, I listened to a podcast called The Happy Project. It's really good. My sister told me about. Working in a different area here. I'll let the paper dry just a little bit. I mean, I've used this paper before, but I haven't. Just opened this pad up, seeing how it absorbs the water. And I'm doing lots of layers, so I think I'm gonna have to kind of move away, let it dry for a little bit. Just come back to it. Go finish my coffee, give it a chance to dry, and put a little more detail because I'm losing that line there. Listen to myself. Back away from the painting. Let it dry. Just back. Just putting a little bit more color there. See how that dries. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay.